Oh, Reina is here. Okay, today I have to share the truth, nothing but the truth. We are the best heterosexual outreach worker in Singapore, right? Because we are the only one who've been doing that for the past 16 years. Okay, what I'm going to share today, where are you? Because the day I joined this industry, I've been asked this question. I've been asked to reach out to high-risk heterosexual men, multiple sex partner, hidden population, hard to reach population. And I always ask them this question. So where are they? In Singapore, we don't have cave. We don't have cave, and I think they are everywhere. So to me, I think I should use this word, hidden behavior, hard to reach information. So with this hidden behavior, hard to reach information, we come up with program to reach out to them. Okay, what I'm going to share today is lesson learned from our community, from our program, community-led intervention, and how we monitor our program. Next. Okay, in Singapore, during the PIP 2010, we have about 600 new cases, half of them MSM, half of them hetero. We have brought that down to more than 75%. Last year, we have about 200, less than 200. So 100 hetero, 100 MSM, and that's good news. But everything, there's a but. But volunteering testing among heterosexual is very, very low. It's always around 5%, and they always presented very late stage. And we have very few data on heterosexual in Singapore, even though Singapore is the smallest country. Next. Okay, we form our outreach team like in 2010 with a lot of volunteer, area IC, reaching out to high-risk heterosexual in Singapore. Okay, these are the few programs. We have street outreach, coffee shop outreach, Thai outreach. Okay, when we design outreach, you don't just simply go out and reach out to anyone, everyone on the street. We gather information. We gather information from medical social worker telling us that, all the late stages are 40-year-old, blue collar, probably Chinese speaking, where to reach out to them. And then we have street coffee shop in Geylang where we have, we call them uncles, sitting at a coffee shop, having drinks, and then having a lot of indirect sex workers around them. And then we have Thai. Thai is a free concert in Singapore where you have about 3,000, we so-called uncle, 40-year-old and above, gathering. So this is a place where we think AFA should be there, So we brought our mobile van as well. When we started, we are being chased away from everywhere. We are being told to park our van like 3 streets away, don't park near these places. But persevere, don't give up. I think for all the outreach workers here, don't give up. We continue to present our work. And then finally, we get to park our van right next to the venue. And now we have 70 people queuing up. Uncles, aunties, with the help of our ambassador, we have artist ambassador telling the uncles, because we really need ambassador to speak different kind of language to push all the uncles to take their first step and to take the first test inside our van. Coffee shop, same thing. You can see all the uncles sitting there. Why we need to do all this on ground? All these uncles, very hard to reach out to them through social media. They are not on Instagram. They are not on social media. You have to really very manpower intensive to go down and reach out to them, telling them about condom, why they need to take tests. Somebody just have to do this work. Like handphone, you need to update. All the uncles' knowledge are still stuck in the 80s. HIV, death sentence, I don't want to take tests. And, when I take tests, when I tested positive, all kinds of things. Somebody just need to go down and update their knowledge. We have ferry terminal outreach, safe sex show in all the club. Ferry terminal outreach, why we do such outreach? We have information same thing from medical social worker, all their clients, 40-year-old and above, traveling to neighboring country for very, very cheap sex. So we have people stationed there, giving them, we call it safe sex box, condom. We even give them a lighter that have message, use your condom all the time. Because when When this guy buys sex, before they buy sex, they smoke. When they buy sex, they smoke. After they buy sex, they smoke. So we have a lighter there reminding them, use your condom all the time for the past 5 days. And then club show, same thing. 18 years old to 60-year-old will be in a club. We have about 300 to 400 such clubs. You call it club, entertainment establishment, nightclubs or so. And every club will have 30 to 50 indirect sex workers there. And our boys and men are all there and have information that they visited all these places. So we have area RC going out to all these places, giving out all the collateral, asking them to take tests. We have ambassador to give out the correct message. It's not easy. When we started off like 10 years ago, we are being cursed, we are being spit at, we are being chased away from every single club. You can understand club mission, their mission is not to bring down HIV. Their mission is vice, making money, drugs, everything you name it. Our mission is bringing down HIV. It's just don't tally. So how can we meet and get into the club and do half an hour sexual health education in such club? So we go back, you reprogram, come up with better program, sit down with them, have their buy-in, engage them, and one club at a time. We did about 300 over such show in Singapore. Yeah, that's what I mentioned, the lighters. And we go around coffee shop giving condoms to the correct people. And then you look at the messaging, the wording that we use are all very street word. No name, no IC, who are you? Make it very simple, because that's the feedback that we get from our so-called target audience. Oh, we don't have to give name. Nobody know, I don't have to produce my IC. So we use as simple, street language to reach out to our. And then we have this free test card. Every year we have about 2,000 to 3,000 so-called people that we reach out to coming back for tests. Otherwise, they will not take a test at all. During pandemic, groundwork, zero groundwork, and we are not allowed to do any outreach. So we move up all our outreach to online. We did about 4 shows reaching out to heterosexual, and then it's quite successful, and we continue. After COVID, we continue. We engage a very good influencer. It's called Luki, and we got about 266 so-called view, and equal to more than few hundred people coming down to test because of his TikTok, through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So I feel that beside on ground, you must have online. On ground, online, and then you have a bigger net, you catch more people, and then more people will come to test. Monitoring and evaluation. Like what I say, when you do program, you have to monitor your own program, whether it works, whether it not works, what are the shortfall, what can we do better to reach out to all the people. And then, like what I say, heterosexual data is very few. It's really hard to reach, and nobody will share their sexual behavior with you. So what we do, for data, you can sit in your office on your table and wait for data to come to you. Okay, or you can wait for Rainer to stop traveling and to collect more data for us. Or AFA can go out to the street and collect our own data, which we did. We recruited about 400, yearly. And then we do our own data, we do our own research work, we evaluate our own program, and with this, the more data you have, the better you understand your audience, and you can come up with more effective program and correct program to reach out to them. So, with all this data collect, what are the findings that I'm going to share today? As you can see, knowledge has improved over time. After 10 years, they know, actually AFA is very low profile among heterosexual. They don't even know our organization exists. So now they know AFA, they know where to take tests, free tests, and better still, now they know about PrEP and PEP. Heterosexual, they are not really into, PrEP, PEP, but I think knowledge should be out there. They should know the knowledge and when they need it and when they need to share. And also, more came out to test, more people understand about PrEP as well. different subgroup of heterosexual require different intervention. Okay, we find the difference between those heterosexual that come down to our testing center and those who are at the clubs. Those at the clubs, as you can see, they have very low HIV knowledge, very high sexual risk behavior, and the knowledge they seek are always through peer, through friends and all this, as compared to those who came down to test. Those who came down to test has better knowledge. So how can we improve those on the ground to improve the knowledge so that they can come out to test? It's very labor intensive, but we will continue. Online outreach has mixed result. Okay, online outreach, especially during the pandemic. During the pandemic, we are not allowed to do our on-ground work. So for heterosexual, we don't have a community where we can reach out to the community, hey, our test center is closed, our test center is open, as compared to MSM. MSM, they have a community where, when the test center is reopened, they can communicate, hello, our test center is open, please come down to test. So during the pandemic, heterosexual voluntary testing dropped by more than 60%. This proves that on-ground outreach is very, very important. But heterosexual, we still need to continue our online outreach, especially for the younger one. In the clubs in Singapore, the age, okay, Singapore now clubbing is damn expensive. So you don't see youngster anymore. It's not relevant to youngster to go club and, hang flowers and buy sex. You can do that through handphone and simple way. So 30 and below, they are not in the club. We definitely have to reach out to them through online outreach. HIV testing, Singapore started rolling out like last year. We have a 1-year trial, and then we started out rolling out last year. And this is what we find out. More male prefer self-testing. They bought a box from us. They don't want to be appear on the clinic. And more, especially married men, for obvious reason, okay, they prefer self-testing. So this is the finding from our survey. Conclusion. With our outreach program and target audience, we can actually get more information, direct information. And this information and this data we can share with a policy maker and come up with policies that help to break down HIV and all. And then we hope that different organizations can have data sharing. But when I started off, it's very inconvenient. You talk to different agency, they'll tell you confidential, this is confidential, Terry, I can't share with you, that I can't share. If we don't have this data, we cannot come up with effective program to reach out to our target audience. So moving forward, now, Singapore, government, NGOs and everybody, we kind of share a lot of information and kind of improve the situation now. I think that's all for me. Thank you for the time. Okay, this is the last slide. If you want to connect with us, you can email us, and we are also looking for funding for our van. If you want to help, please do. Thank you so much.
Yeah.